I managed to get an entire RuneScape world all to myself. And now you may be wondering, Hannah, how did you steal a world from Jagex? In fact, how did you steal 3 worlds from Jagex? What? Look at all these, look at all these private worlds just for little old Hannah. The truth is, I didn't steal it. I asked very politely and in negotiated terms. And Mod Goblin was so accommodating and lovely. But you may be wondering, what's the point of this world? And I will tell you that while I go and get 99 woodcutting. Because you see, there's something about this world. I'll show you. Step 1 is every time you log off, all of your progress is reset, including this fucking settings. This is the most annoying part. They didn't give us enough server space to save our data. The beauty of whenever I run an event, you make do with what you've got, and we don't need saved data. In this world, 1 XP is the equivalent of 1,000. 1 log just got me 36 wood cutting. Wait, I can go to fucking willows after 1 tree. The point of this world is I am gonna do a charity event. You'll see we're all hardcores. The point of this event is to show people the importance of the 1 life you have, if you allow me to be a bit sappy at the moment, because about a month ago I tried to take my own life, and it was a pretty formative moment in my shitty fucking life. But I realized I've been given a platform, I've been given an audience, I've been lucky enough to get here. I couldn't fucking tell you how I got here, but from there, I want to do something good. And this hopefully will be good, because we're supporting a charity. We're supporting Rise Above the Disorder, which is a mental health charity that offers free therapy for you. If you need some help, go to Rise Above the Disorder. And if you have some spare cash laying around, if you're a little well off, please donate to the charity, link below. But I have gotten every single OSRS creator. I asked everyone. I literally spent about 5 hours of my life DMing every single RuneScape creator to try and get them aboard. Fought through my anxiety with that one. I do not like reaching out to every RuneScape creator, but I did. We're already 67. It's been about 30 seconds. So we've gotten every single OSRS creator. I'll put them on screen now. If any of these tickle your fancy, if any of them are people you haven't heard of before, please go check them out. Oh yeah, shit! This is the most important part of the video. The event is happening right now. Right as you're watching this, the event is live. So please go down in the description. I've linked all the creators who are participating, who have said they will participate. Fucking herding creators is like herding cats, so I have no idea if any of them are actually going to show up. But if they do, please go click on someone whose Twitch is live. Or just scroll down Twitch. I'm sure you'll be able to find a few people. And the beauty of this is charity. What the fuck am I saying? I've been really struggling this past month, you know. I was fortunate enough that I need like 2 more logs. I was fortunate enough that I recorded a bunch of videos 7 months ago. So this is the first time I've actually sat down and recorded a video in about a month and a half. And it's hard, you know. It used to be so fucking easy. I used to just sit in front of a mic and just talk shit and just be able to fucking just make myself laugh. I just don't have that drive anymore. No, good old depression. I've already got 1 million XP. The world, when I logged on, was completely broken. You see, there was this weird glitch where you couldn't actually die. Here's a little video that I posted on Twitter, but you couldn't die, and it was very funny. You got stuck in this death loop. You know, I want to be able to wield my axe. Let's just punch 1 goblin. Just watch this. There you go, 19 attack. I do kind of love it. Not gonna lie. I should probably fucking go to Teaks or something, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. We'll just cut willows. The walk there will take longer to get to 99 than fucking cutting the willows down. The event is, everyone will log on to this world at 7 PM GMT, which is right when this video is coming out, so enjoy that. And they'll have an hour to prepare. And they have no idea what they're preparing for, because you see, I have 7 challenges that I've gotten. And the only goal is to live, which is hard enough in real life. But even harder when you see the dumb fucking things I'm gonna make them do. And it's gonna be so scuffed. This is the most ambitious thing I've ever done, and I have barely thought it through. I am freaking out. Ah! So, don't expect much, but oh fuck. I was like, oh, I should make a good video. This isn't a good video. It's alright. So, yeah, it's gonna take me like a month to fucking edit this, so don't expect any content in the near future, but... Ah, shit. Fuck, what am I saying? Oh, so I went up to Sydney recently, just over the week. I went to spend a week up in Sydney. I'm from Melbourne. It's about a 10-hour drive if you're a normal person, about 17 hours if you're me, because I like to take my time. And I went and I had a good time. Hang out with a few friends. And on the drive back, I stopped off in this town. This town called Bega. And if you're from Australia, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's the cheese place. And yeah, it is the fucking cheese place. And Bega, it's a lovely town. I'd been driving for 5 hours straight at that point. I decided, hey, let's stop off in Bega. I like their cheese. Makes me shit a little because I'm lactose intolerant, but it's still good cheese. And I pull up to the main road, and I'm like, oh, this is a nice spot. I'm looking for a spot to sit down, and I pull up to the main road, and I'm like, oh, well, there's a lake all the way up to the main road. And I sit on this lake, and I take a little picture. And this is this picture here, and I'm looking at it, and I think, why are there fucking trees growing out of this lake? Why is there a fully submerged bench? And I realize that I'm not sitting next to a lake. I'm sitting next to a fucking flood. And then I walk around a bit and I see like these footy posts underwater. Footy, AFL rules is the fucking footy we play here. And I walk around, there's roads submerged, there's fucking parking lots just completely gone. The whole fucking town is completely flooded. And then as I'm driving around and I'm just, taking in the sights in kind of shock that Bega's underwater, I see these two old men. And they're fucking sitting there having a drink. And they're sitting there having a smoke. On their front porch. And right in front of them, the lake, or the floods I should say, are about half a meter away from their step up to their porch. They're basically one bad rain from losing everything they own and everything in their life. But they're not sitting there wallowing in their own filth, They're sitting there smiling. They're laughing. They were having the best time. These two old blokes, maybe 70. This is my first inventory, by the way. And I'm 84. It's a little bit ridiculous as well. Yeah, I asked sorry, I'll finish the story. Yeah. Yeah, it made me think, It made me think, shit fucking sucks, But there's only one way to get through it, and that's to laugh, have the good times. Cop the hand you've been dealt, and enjoy your time with friends while you still got it. Yeah. I'll tell you the story of how I fucking got this world. So I text every fucking creator, and I'm like, hey, I want to do a charity event. And they're like, cool, what's the plan? And I was like, oh, I didn't really think that far ahead. So I had this fucking plan of, I'll give you 24 hours to make a hardcore. We'll do a bunch of events. We'll see what happens. And then, so I was like, hey, you should try and get a private world for the event. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. So I reached out to Goblin, and Goblin's like, yeah, you can have a private world. And I was like, what? What the fuck? Like, I've heard horror stories from Jake, EVscape, of how fucking difficult it was to get a private world working. And then Goblin's like, yeah, we'll just fucking give you one. We're not going to put any time or effort into it, but you can have a world, whatever you want. And I was like, cool, I'll fucking take a world. That's sick. And then I'm like, all right, can we boost the XP rates? And Goblin's like, how much do you want? And I was like, how much can I have? Goblin's like, how much do you want? So I was like, 10,000. Goblin's like, if you kill 40 fucking cows, that's 99 at combat. And I'm like, all right, probably not 10,000. Let's go 1,000. And Goblin's like, are you sure? Because once you lock this in, there's no going back. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let's just do 1,000. So we lock it in, and then I get on the world, and I'm like, oh, 1,000 is a lot. That's a lot of XP. Fuck. So I was like, all right. The original plan was to give them 24 hours to build an account. with 1,000, you could probably max it like 2 hours. So I was like, all right, fuck it. We'll go. You get 1 hour to make the account. So that's the plan now, is they 1 hour with 1,000 XP. And we were talking about drop rates. And I was like, all right. Goblin was like, hey, do you want to boost the drop rates? And I was like, yep. And Goblin was like, all right, what do you want the drop rates to be boosted as? Leagues is like a 4 times. And I was like, go 1,000. Goblin's like, that would break the game. That's not how this works. Drop rates have weird maths. I was like, all right, go the max without breaking the game. So now every imported item is pretty much a 1 in 2, I think. I was like, just fucking break the game. Who gives a shit? This is our fucking world. So yeah, now you can get a fucking dragon pickaxe with a 1 in 2, and pets with a 1 in 2. Actually, I don't think pets are boosted, but yeah. So that's our little fucking world, and you're hardcore, and you can die now. We are closing in on almost halfway. We're in 3 inventories. You know, it's been a long grind. I'm glad you've been here with me. I've done 2.5 inventories, and I'm almost halfway. So you know, it's a bit. Maybe we should go fucking look at something else before we end. Anyway, the event's happening now. So yeah, come to the event. Come watch some fucking chaos. I can't. I'm just in. Thank you again, Goblin. I'm just in shock here. We have a whole world to ourselves. I don't know why any of you fucking watch this shit. If any of you are still here, why? This could have been a 2-minute video where I just go, hey, fucking watch the streams. I'm not going to be streaming, but it makes me anxious, if I'm being honest, and I don't want to be anxious. I just want to have some fun, so. But everyone else will be streaming. I'll tell you something funny that I love. So a bunch of people who are on this world now are ex-hardcores. They're people who were they were hardcores. They had their whole series of hardcores, and then they died, and they continue the series, and they still play on that account. And they've been hopping onto Twitter. They've just been posting, because when you speak in the clan, you keep the hardcore helm. So, oh my fucking profanity's on. But they've just been talking to their clan like, oh my god, Jagex, let me have my hardcore back. It's the funniest shit in the world. Everyone's just saying, come. 3 people on that world. What are they doing over there? Practicing. Oh, that's smart. That's real smart. People are trying to figure out the best thing they could do for the event. I didn't tell you what the winning prize is either. So the winning prize is a picture of Ferraric's cat. The person who developed the bot plugin. You're streaming while I'm recording.
Hi, Hannah. I'm about to hop to you, I think. I'm just gonna skip this run, even because I'm doing bad anyway.
I just told her to talk about suicide.
Don't commit suicide. Donate to charity.
Yeah, we're at 95 woodcutting. The 7 events I've got planned are good events. The fucking backup ones are not good events, so I just hope everyone dies in the first 7. They're really clever, really interesting, and then I have a few backup ones that I'm like, oh. Alright. If you're watching this video as it comes out and you have a fun idea for an event of survival, please comment it down below. And I'll read the comments while I'm streaming, while everyone's streaming, and I'll take some of the best ideas, because I need this. If you have any idea that it's like, oh, this is a fun thing for a hardcore to do that's had an hour to train with 1,000 plus fucking XP, it's for charity. It's for charity. Oh, I did it. There was no fireworks or anything. Thank you. Alright, go watch the event. I'm done. I'm done here. I'm fucking done.